right. Now, guys, I'm Brian, as you know, and I'm the founder and the creator of Strategic Insurance and Strategic Trading Service. We've been doing this for 7 years, and my goal was to find a way to help traders to reduce risk, cut costs, and make more profit. And I wanted to be a money manager and an account manager for online platforms. And when I started this business, I found out, hey, there was none that does this. So I created this business for you guys. And my mission statement is I want to create a risk free environment where profit can be purchased like any other asset. And I believe that I've accomplished that, guys. Now, we do that by dynamic hedging, leverage, and margin accounts. Now, these things aren't going to be necessary for you guys to make any money, but you should know exactly how things operate and what we're doing. Okay, dynamic hedging is a simple process of buying and selling and maintaining a ratio in the middle. If we have a $50 balance, what we do is we want to maintain that $50 balance no matter how the market moves, up or down, up or down. So we use options and spot forex to do this. Leverage is basically borrowed money. Okay, leverage allows us to use a little bit of money and control a large sum of money, like any other corporation. We take a little bit and we control a lot. We use 1 to 500 leverage. What that means is for every $20 that we have in our accounts, we're able to control $10,000 worth of money. And of that, we get about 10 cents off of every $100 that we move. That's that's going to be a nice sum of money the way that we handle things. Okay, margin accounts, one of the greatest inventions of the 21st century. It's basically credit. They give you credit for money that you have in your account, and it works like leverage in a way, but we're able to access these accounts and have access to way, way more money than we would otherwise. Basically, with $100 in an account, I have access to well over $1 million worth of currency that we can move. All right, let's move on. Now, this is where things get interesting to you guys. Trade insurance. Trade insurance has never existed before us. This is the first time that it's something like this has ever been done, and we are going to do it successfully. We have two types that we offer. We offer, and we'll see. Okay, we offer company held accounts and client held accounts. We offer contract coverage and strike coverage. A company held account is $100 a year. It is a fully controlled account by us, and you pay us a premium, and we handle everything else except for opening and closing your contracts on the other end. But we insure your contracts fully, completely guaranteed. So the concept is either both of your contracts will be correct, or we will pay you for the one that is not. Now, there's some of you who want to do this yourselves, who want to put hands on and learn the business. Well, for you guys, we have client held accounts. Now, these accounts are $100 a month. Now, what you get for this is we assist you in making a profit. We show you our systems. We help you along the way. We guide you in what we do. But in the end result, you have no guarantees, just like we have no guarantees. You take on risk like we take on risk, but you take on risk at your level, and your money management is up to you. We just show you the methodology and we help you through it, and we stand with you while you get your money. Now, whether you're going with a company held account or a client held account, but especially this applies towards company held accounts, the type of coverage that you have offered to you is contract coverage and strike coverage. Contract coverage covers just that, your entire contract. We will not go into a contract that is over $80. $70 is the maximum that you would have at risk on any one contract that you have, and you will have two at a time. So we will cover the entire $75. So that means that once you set these contracts, you don't have to do anything but wait until they expire, see if you got them both, or if you got one of them and a payment from us. Now, the other one, oh, I'm sorry, that is, by the way, that package is $700. It's $100 down and then $700 that covers you for the entire year. That's 240 trading days. Now, that's a good sum of money. And the way you can look at that is, if you get a minimum of $25 a day, all right, minimum of that, 25 times 240 is $6,000. So I like to look at it is buying $6,000 over the course of a year for 800 up front. That's a good way to look at it, and really, that's what it ends up being. Now, the last type of coverage we have is strike coverage. Strike coverage is where you close out your contract at the strike price. And what that means is if you have $75 at risk, the strike price is $50. That means you're right at where the contract says yes or no. $50 is the takeaway on that. So if you have two contracts and you close out one at the strike price, that leaves the other one good, and we will pay you $25, which is about what you will be out of, and you should show a profit. The way that we do this, though, we close that entire program at one time. So what you will end up having is one contract worth, say, $13 to $14, one minus 25, and then we have our insurance that covers that $25, and you should end up whatever that other contract is ahead. But we have an example for that, and I'll show you in a little bit. Okay, back right here. Okay, here's a diagram. Company run accounts. We issued orders every 12 hours. It's going to be at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. for the following 24 hours. And you purchase those contracts as close to $25 and $75 as possible. And if you look at example A, investor A, at the end of those 12 hours, or 24 hours actually for him, he finished in the money on both contracts. They were both worth $25. He walked away with $50. Investor B finished one of them in the money for $25, and the other finished out of the money. His entire contract was zero. He lost $75. But from us, he received $75 because he has a full coverage premium with us. And investor C, he has a strike covered call. So he closed his contract at one of them at $25 loss, and he closed the other one at the same time for $17.50, and he received from us $25 because he has strike coverage, and that left him a total of $17.50. And that's how that works. Now, one of you asked the question, how do you make any money? How do we make any money? Well, I'll get to that in a second. But let's walk down the process for you guys. You will be purchasing Nadex contracts. These are your assets. And these assets are what you're going to be looking to uh, grow into a full account. We want to grow these guys to their full value. That means if you purchase them for $75, they end up being 100. So that's what you're looking for, and that's what we're insuring against. Now, should you not be successful on your Nadex contracts and you receive a payment from us, you will receive your payment through UPay card system. Everyone should have the links to the UPay card system in the brochures that I sent you. And if UPay, for whatever reason, is not able to, you're not able to open up an account with them, or it's a no-go, our secondary course of action is Capital One 360 accounts. It is best to actually have both. If you don't have one or the other, it's best to have them both as a backup system. And one good thing about Capital One, the 360, they have a P2P, which is a person-to-person delivery system, which is very good to send money back and forth. So between these two transportation systems, we should be able to transfer money as needed. The process is going to work like this, guys. When you have a covered call and you take your contracts, at the end of expiration, if your contract is unsuccessful and it did not make any money, Nadex will send you an email. They send an email whenever you open or close a contract. Send us the email that says that, hey, your payout was zero on this, and once we receive confirmation of that, your funds will be deposited directly into your personal account, whether it's your UPay or your Capital One, but UPay is preferred. All right. And as you can see here, here's a screenshot of how the UPay works. We are able to withdraw money, transfer money, load money. We're able to check your accounts mobilely. So UPay is going to be your main system for fund retrieval. Now, how do we make any money to pay you guys? Real simple, guys. called leverage. Once again, I take the premiums that you give me and I place them in a high leverage Forex account with Pax Forex. That's the broker of my choice, and that's who we choose to deal with because they offer us 500 to 1 leverage. Now, what this means is I'm able to take a percentage of that money and place it in an account that says, hey, we're going to take $300 of this money and put it to the side. And the remaining money, we will be able to get $10 or $20 a tick. Okay, $20 a tick on our trades. So if you are selling the last 3 or 4 ticks before you are able to clock out at a loss, I will have an entry order in going in the opposite direction that will grant me $20 a tick. So let's just say I had 5 of them. So if I get the last 5 ticks going in my direction, which is against yours, I make $100 and you lose 75. So I will send you 75 out of my 100 and keep the rest for myself. It's a great business model. It's a new business model, and it will be one that is absolutely doable, and we will make a ton of money, guys. All right, so step 1, step 2, step 3. Every 12 hours, cover contracts will be given out for the day. You place your Nadex orders, 1 per day, until expiration or at close, and we either close them at the strike or wait. Nadex will pay you, or Nadex and you pay will have payments for you. That means Nadex will have, if your contracts are correct, Nadex will pay you for both of those contracts. And if one of them is correct, then Nadex will pay you for one and we will have your payment for the other. Now, I prefer that we get in touch with each other and stay in communication by the methods that we actually met. Facebook Messenger is actually a very great way to send messages back and forth and let our calls be sent out, the trades that we will be insuring. But there will also be a backup system. That backup system is Cisco Spark. It's not mandatory that you have this, but it is highly recommended. And I will be sending you guys the links to Cisco Spark as well. They're encrypted and they're very good. And it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, guys. Okay, almost done here. When you're placing your orders for Nadex, must always remember that we are buying 2 contracts at a time. A top binary that we are selling for around the $25 range. That is the profit that we can get, but that's what they call selling at 25. And you want to buy the bottom one for 75. Each one of those is going to cost you $75, and each one of them have $25 profit potential. And you must to show a profit every time, you must have them both, and you want to get as close to those as possible. Okay, sometimes they'll be a little more, sometimes they'll be a little less, but let me reiterate, we will not cover any contract over $75. So if you get your contract around $80, $89, then that's on you. So make sure that your contracts are around $70, $75. If there's an issue or a problem with purchasing a binary option, let us know immediately and we will help you out. If we need to do it for you or something like that, we're at your disposal. We're here to help you. We're here to make money with you. We're in partnership together. So don't be afraid to reach out. We're not afraid to help you. All right, now almost done here. Here's a schedule real quick of what it looks like as we pay out. And you can see why you want to get $75 because if you look at the first column, 75 and 25 gives you a $46, well, actually gives you a $50 payout. But remember, guys, it's going to cost you $4 to put these trades on no matter what, win, lose, or draw. So 50 minus $4 is $46. So that's what you're going to be looking at. And if you go out and get them $80 instead of 75, well, that drops your profit range from 46 down to 36. And if you go to 85 instead of 80, that drops it all the way down from 46 to 26. So any other place, that would be a good trade. But here it's not. So we want to make sure that we stay as close to 75 and 25 as possible. Trades are going to be placed from Sunday night until Friday afternoon when the market closes. So the first orders will come in Sunday around 7. Then again, Monday at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., 7 a.m., 7 p.m., 7 a.m., 7 p.m., 7 a.m., 7 p.m. And Friday, of course, there will be no 7 p.m. contracts because the market is closed. So the last contract that we will have will be Friday morning at 7 a.m. That will be the last one that comes through. But we will actually be checking those around 8 a.m. That's when we actually check them and send them out because, well, it's at 7. We want to go ahead and make sure that we have it, the contracts have expired and that we've checked and verified and done all that good stuff. And just for the sake of knowing, if we were to get all of our contracts, $46 a day every day for the entire month, we're looking at a profit range of $920 for the month. And if we were only to get the $25 every month, every day for a month, that is $400. So our price range, our profit potential is between $400 and $920 a month. So I like to split that down the middle and say we're looking at about 725, 750. That's a good guesstimate, but there's no way to tell which one of these two that we're going to have. But we can guarantee you this: we're going to have one of them. That much you can guarantee. So that should do it, guys. Thank you very much for choosing Strategic Insurance. If you have any questions, comments, criticisms, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me, guys. Thank you very much.